Count them, 1, 2, 3 White House breaches in just 1 week, sparking major controversy at the Secret Service, leading many to wonder, is the president really safe inside the White House? Congressman Jason Chaffetz is meeting with acting Secret Service Director William Cowan and Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly later today to talk about this. Good morning to you. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, good morning.
So how are we going to fix this problem? Why is this even a problem? Why is this happening?
Well, look, over the last 3 years, this just keeps happening again and again and again. This, to me, though, it scares me because I really do think this is potentially the worst one, given the length of time, 17 minutes on the White House grounds, undetected, not detained, and where he was able to get to. That can never, ever happen, and yet it happened again.
With a backpack, right? And he got to the door?
Well, he got over a fence, he got over another fence, got over another fence. He was able to get up adjacent to the White House. He, at one point, hid behind a pillar. I'm told that he was actually peering through the window and actually got up to the door and jiggled the handle. I mean, that's just, it's just unbelievable.
Apparently, they do have equipment. They've got alarms. Alarms were ringing off the wall, and yet they were discounted.
Well, the concern is, did they fail? But the other concern is that I've been told at least potentially some of them did go off, and oftentimes there's a squirrel or a raccoon that may have let them off, and maybe a person or two wanders out there. But obviously, this was legit, and he didn't get caught, and he was able to evade people. I will say that I was told at one point he was within 10 feet of a uniformed officer who didn't see him. Now, it's at night. It's 11:30 at night on a Friday night, but didn't see him. But my goodness, I just don't understand why it keeps happening.
Well, you are the chairman of the Oversight Committee, and so you're going to make recommendations. Going forward, what would you like to see change with the Secret Service?
Well, look, I think Secretary Kelly's doing the right thing. He actually went out there and walked the grounds himself. I think you're going to see some big changes. We're also looking at some major structural changes. They have a cyber mission as well as a protective detail mission. We're looking at separating out those missions, and maybe they should be housed in a different department. So all that's on the table as we explore what options we should do next.
They seem to be a much more efficient organization from the outside perspective when they were on their own with Treasury as opposed to with Homeland Security, which is an unwieldy hodgepodge of very great people, but they haven't proven to be a homogenous working unit yet. This is too vital to continue to experiment. Are you going to, once and for all, recommend a spin out?
Well, we're looking really hard at that. We've got a bipartisan group that's actually exploring that. I think it's a very real possibility. We got a lot of good men and women who are working hard there. They're about 1,000 agents and officers short of where they're supposed to be, so they've been failing in terms of recruiting and retaining their agents and officers. So I just don't see the leadership in there in the past. I got great optimism about Secretary Kelly, though.
Congressman, let's talk about health care because it's up for a vote on Thursday. Will it pass?
I hope so. It's what we told the American people we were going to do. We know that Obamacare is a death spiral. You don't have to go very far to find somebody whose premiums are skyrocketing. The deductibles are up high. More than a third of counties in this country only have one choice. So if we don't do this, shame on us. I really do think, though, we can actually get it over the finish line. It's not everything I want, but it is certainly moving in the right direction.
So is Jason Chaffetz a yay or a nay?
Oh, I'm leaning yes. I want to read the final product before I give my final stamp of approval, but there is a lot to like about this.
In the Rules Committee, they're going to have a chance to make changes, the fourth and final committee. What do you hope emerges from that if Jason Chaffetz can put one thing on paper?
Well, look, what Donald Trump told the Republican Study Committee, Mark Walker, Mia Love, and others who went at the White House was really, really encouraging. And so, look, I think making sure that if you have an able-bodied American who is going to get some of these benefits, then they have to have a work requirement. I think that's reasonable. I don't think that's, And so when we see that in black and white, I think that's a very reasonable thing to do. And capping what's going on in the states, cutting the deficit, providing more choice, and ultimately driving down premiums for people. That's what it's all about.
That's big.
Busy day, busy week. Chairman, thanks so much.
Thank you. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton just sent that school system a warning, and he joins us live next.
Yep, we'll tell you about the school district. And Trump supporter, no service for you. A man claims he was kicked out of a restaurant because he wanted to make America great again. And this morning, he's fighting back from the top of his head with that cat.
At Fidelity, trades are now just $4.95. We cut the price of trades to give investors even more value. And at $4.95, you can trade with a clear advantage. Fidelity, where smarter investors will always be.
Whatever your dog brings home, it shouldn't be fleas and ticks.
No.
Seresto kills and repels fleas and ticks for 8 continuous months for effective protection in an easy-to-use, non-greasy collar. 8 months Seresto from Bayer.
Hi, babe.
Hey, babe. Senecoot. Hey, what's this?
Senecot. It's a laxative. I get constipated sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I like Senecot. It uses a natural vegetable laxative ingredient. That matters to me. And it usually works overnight.
Senecot, because ingredients matter.
At Old Dominion, we see freight as a combination of products and customers. Every on-time arrival is backed by thousands of OD employees who make sure the millions of products we ship arrive without damages. Because OD employees treat customer service.
Hi, this is Sharon reporting from Bad News Media. Thanks for subscribing to our channel and giving us a thumbs up. We really appreciate your support. Please feel free to leave us a comment and share this video with your friends. Thank you.